I generally have so much important stuff to do. Long story short, here's what happened. I had a weird cold, a weird cough, and just a weird feeling, right? I was feeling under the weather. And yesterday, the whole day, I was literally bedbound the whole day. So I got all the energy to save the world today. But yeah, pretty much lost out on a lot of working hours. So just on this 2 hour train ride, prefer 2 hours. 1 hour 30 would have just, swept through just like that completely. So yeah, feels good. At least get a lot of work done, to be honest. Now the real trick is just going to be in London and going from A to B. Now that's going to be something else. As long as we're well planned, we should be fine. Should be fine, guys. But yeah, from here, to Euston, from Euston to Strand, to the Soho House. So yeah, feeling real good, as you can see. Top of the morning, feeling right. But yeah, excited. I'm looking forward to the day. Excited. I'm looking forward to the day. But for now, just need to get a lot of work done. So yeah, a lot of work to catch up on. It's currently 19 minutes past 6. Thursday, the 24th of April. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is just pretty much get main things is sending Rahul all the documents that he's awaiting at the moment. Rahul, that's the accountant, and finish up on this quotation before 8. Send that to Stuart, and yeah, it's a lot of work to get done. The magic won't happen without the work, so I'm just looking forward to just making that happen. So yeah, probably when I catch up with you guys, I'll be in Houston. So just touched down, slightly running late. Yeah, pretty much running late right now, so 3 minutes. I'm just gonna check how far I am, but yeah, I didn't even have enough time to grab an Uber. I just had to grab the underground. So shows that I'm 5 minutes away. So yeah, let me just get my ticket out. And yeah, next time you see me, you're going to see Mr. Forbes. You're gonna see Mr. Dean Forbes. So I'm just gonna get my ticket out, spare a little something aside, and I hope there's enough space. If not, then I'll just record from my phone. But I'm geeked. I'm super excited, and yeah, it's a great day.
Morning. How are we doing? Thursday morning. Sharp outside. Good to see everybody. I think, what is this, our fourth installment? I forgot somebody. Fourth installment of these Let's Connect sessions. And for those of you who have been to these before, you would have heard me say that my main criteria for this, is that I want to talk to people. I want to share with you guys people I admire, right? People who I think are doing great things, people who have actually got experience and expertise to share. And similar to some of the conversations we've had before, for me it's like, I sit with these guys, we talk, we text, we WhatsApp, and I'm always like, if other people could get to hear or witness this conversation, I think people will take a lot away from it. So this morning I've got somebody I absolutely admire, really good friend of mine. We met a few years ago, we've been in constant contact since, pushing each other, nudging each other, prodding each other. A lot of what we talk about is entrepreneurship, and I would say the guy next to me is one of the best, maybe the best entrepreneur in my phone book, Timo Armu. And one of the things that I find most interesting, especially when you look at the internet, right? The internet has this habit of focusing on a moment, and then we all gravitate to the moment. So we see Timo and his friends spraying champagne because they sold fan bites for tens of millions, and we all think, oh, what a great moment. But that was actually Timo's third business that he started as an entrepreneur. So we'll talk about him as an entrepreneur. I mean, he's really been doing an excellent guy. Good to have you with me. How you doing?
What's up? I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. I caught you in the gym yesterday.
We realized that, so one of my mentors told me throughout the whole process, he sold a bunch of different companies, and he said, then when you get to a certain level of a game, don't go back to level one. So his whole thing was like, once you have achieved a certain degree of competence, of skills, of value, of status in business, often what people do is that they then like go and like start a whole new business in a whole new category that they're not aware of, and they need to build their own network and they need to build new skills. Whereas what you want to do is like think about how your previous level can compound you to the next level. And so for me, I did that. I went, okay, I get how to buy and sell companies, I get media, I get B2B, I get influencers. I'm going to then take a lot of like big stakes in companies that can be leveraged. And so since Fanbytes, there's been 2 more companies that I've been on the board of, and then we've sold those companies. And those have just been like things that I deeply understand, right? One. So the purpose of this is, by the way, the purpose of this is also to show the range of different people who are not following the conventional path and have made it.
You want time to think, that's why you added that. And that's what you said,
okay, cool.
10 highly successful black multi-millionaires.
Okay.
And the multi-millionaire status must not come from entertainment or football. Right, let's get started.
Jay, who run Hoodrich.
Jay was rich. Okay, I'm gonna go Posty from Grande.
Alright, I'm gonna go Eugene, who runs this commodities avocado.
Ah, big Eugene. Okay, I'm gonna go Walker Lard, Vice Chairman of the NHS, founding partner, Living Bridge Private Equity.
I'm gonna go Tope, who ran Calendly.
You know him personally?
No.
Well, we put out the big boys. Okay. I'm gonna go in the other direction. Daniel Forbes.
I'm gonna go Etienne Van Kraus. He's a Suriname crypto investor, probably worth like 200 million.
I'm gonna go Tim Campbell, apprentice, multi-entrepreneur.
Paul LeBird, one of my best friends, info marketer, exceptional info marketer.
Okay, I'm gonna go David Canuti, who was previous business advisor to the Tory Party, serial entrepreneur.
All right, Charmaine Reed, she runs The Stack. She's done well.
Okay, I'm gonna go Pam Murphy, Chief AI Officer of Microsoft.
And I'm gonna go.
Spoke to her last week.
I love it. I'm gonna go. The thing is now.
You're looking at your phone. I'm just kind of
Where
fed
to go?
up. Like, this is like freestyle versus
I'm like, good. Wilfred Obeng, he runs a company called Audio Mob. A bunch of people may know that they just raised money at 120 million valuation.
Okay, I had one, I forgot it. And I was doing my joke. Yeah, how many have we done? We must have done 10, man.
Last 10?
We done 10. Alright, that was a good exercise, right? We should let's compile a list and just post it. Let's do 20 each.
That's funny.
That's super. But I love being around those people, right? That's one of the I call it like a solar panel for me, just being around those people and talking to them and bouncing ideas off them, because I feel like they talk in a different way, different altitude. Is it inspirational for you to still be around those kinds of people?
I think I've told this story before. I mean, he's not black, but he's, I guess, a minority. One of my best friends is Arian Kalantari. He is the founder of Lad Bible, right? And they took Lad Bible public a 360 million valuation, right? And I remember actually, it was here, I was sitting down there with Arya, and like, he is what I call a frame breaker. So a frame breaker is someone who is either doing the same thing that you have done or is in the same industry. And then they say something to you which just breaks your frame of thinking. So when Aryan and I are talking about, deals, I talk about, all right, here's how this business will get us, let's say 10 million a year. He goes, yeah, but here's the logical part to get to 100 million a year. And I just go, oh my God, I'm thinking so small, right? And you can basically have two reactions at that point. You can go, oh, wow, he's thinking so much bigger than me and I'm just this small person and oh no, there's no way I can do it. Or you can go, there's a bigger game to play and I'm really happy that we can work together on it, right? Ariane is a frame breaker, Tope is a frame breaker. Even Jay from Hoodrich, the first time I met him, I remember that we went out and then we went to a JD somewhere. And I remember just being with him in JD and him looking at Hoodrich stuff. And I was like, yo, do you realize you are the godfather of this thing? You are the guy who pioneered this whole thing. And he's quite a humble person, so he's like, yeah. I'm like, wow. Imagine creating something that millions, hundreds of thousands of people buy it. So these people are frame breakers, and I would encourage everyone. It might seem intimidating at first. I definitely know a few people I met when I hang out with them the first time. I was like, yo, I am not worthy, right? I was like, yo, you are they just think in such massive levels. And at the beginning, it is going to be intimidating, right? Because your brain is gonna wanna play it safe and play it small because it's trying to protect you. Don't let it protect you. Lean into that feeling of, all right, we're with the big boys now, and that's going to help you to elevate your game. This is in business, this is in in personal, in corporate. Force yourself to be in those places where your ceiling is their floor, right? When your ceiling is, how do we build a 30 million business, and someone's like, 30 million? That's our revenue last month. You go, okay, now show me how you get there, and I'll be part of that journey.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. It is intimidating at the beginning, but it's become something I enjoy so much. I was talking to Marcel Henry. He's the founder of Partners Group, or the majority owner in Fortero, multi-billionaire, great guy. And we were talking about what we're going to do next, right? So we're talking about the next generation of Fortero. And I said, well, in that generation, I see Fortero getting to 1.2, 1.3 billion in revenue, 400-ish in profit. And he said to me, finally a billion, a number increment I can relate to. I never felt smaller in my life than when you said that. But that's how he counts. That's how he counts. And my other defining moment, we were selling KDS back in 2015, and one of the potential buyers was Google. And the night before, I think I told this story before, the night before we met with Google, we were looking at our business plan in the spreadsheet, and we go, oh my God, that's not going to be big enough for them. So just add a zero to all of the numbers. So we just added a zero to every number in the spreadsheet. And then we went back to bed, and then we woke up in the morning, I was like, still not going to be big enough. Add another zero to all of the numbers in the spreadsheet. And I think before we went into the meeting room, we were like, it's probably still not big enough. Add another zero, right? So we've 3,000% in everything in there. And halfway through the meeting with Google, the guy said, so how big do you see this getting? And we opened the spreadsheet and we started explaining the numbers. He said, no, in users, what market share do you think you're going to get? And we were like, well, we think we'll get 15, 20% of the market share. It's a great number to get to. And he said, so how are you defining market share? So we explained how we were defining it. And he was like, oh, that's interesting. So I said, so how do you define market share? He said, population. So I said, population of what? He said, Earth. And then his only criteria was population of Earth with internet connectivity. So Google counts market share by humans with internet connectivity. So there was no number of zeros we were ever going to put on this thing to make this guy remotely interested in it. But it goes back to that point of we get in our bubble and we define success as here because we're here today. Then you go talk to somebody else and they just blow, they just blow the top off of that. I find it one of the most motivating situations to constantly put myself. Never want to be the biggest guy in too many rooms.
Also, you can be that for other people as well, right? Like,
it takes time, so be patient. It's not even two more.
Hi. Firstly, really appreciate you guys taking the time out to do this. Basically, my background, I'm a co-founder of a sales training and enablement company, and I have an exit in mind, right? I want to exit, go into M&A and kind of take that route, but I feel like a lot of my service delivery right now is dependent on me as the trainer, and basically I wanted to ask what advice you give me to, I guess, position the company in a way that it can exit without fully being reliant on me, because I know the one reason why companies won't sell is if it's reliant on the founder. So
you answered your own question. Like, get the company, we call it single person dependency or single man dependency. And I would never buy a company with single person dependency, because you pay that single person a lot of money and then their motivations change the next day, or they get ill, or they want to do something else, or their lifestyle changes, and now the company is not valuable. So single man dependency driven companies are impossible for me to buy or invest in. So the answer to your question is, the company has to be able to thrive in your absence to some degree. If it's dependent on you, I would almost say it's an unexitable business.
yeah, but also be fine with, so firstly, yes, hire people for the stuff that, like delivery and ops, but the most important thing is be fine with the fact that they're not going to do it as good as you. And I find with so many entrepreneurs, regardless of the stage, they're like, I want to hire people, but they're not going to do it as good as me. And it's like, well, yeah, but that's also fine, because you're not trying to just build like a project for you. You're trying to build a business, right? And so having that mental shift to say, like, yes, it's not going to be as good as me, but if I have my systems and my team of people, you can do that. But I think, the answer. Dean has also kind of clarified it. You just need that mental unlock to go, all right, I'm going to hire people and I'm going to be content that they're not as good, and that's going to get me over to the boss.
Yeah. Really appreciate that, guys.
Go, who's next?
Hi, my name is Kevin. I run a media company and Instagram page called Coffee London. My question is, Tim, when you create content and campaigns for clients, what were the main KPIs that clients look for to determine a successful campaign?
Consulting. This sounds like you want free consulting.
Look, it changed over time, right? In the first year, we could get away with talking about views and impressions and all of that kind of hand-wavy stuff, right? In subsequent years, it then became about how much traffic and clicks. If you own the page, because you own the page, right?
Yeah.
If you own the page, then that means you can put paid media behind it. And if you can put paid media behind it, that means you can influence the amount of traffic that they get. And if you can influence the amount of traffic that they get, you can charge them more. So I changed my model to be like fixed fee or whatever, 3-5 grand, and then you just pay me per click. You can make so much more money that way than kind of just doing more pay per post.
What size do you think you wear?
I'd say like a small.
Any color your preference?
I do like that one there.
Yeah.
What color is that?
This one is we call
I'm sure you wouldn't call it burgundy or anything.
no. It's supposed to be like sort of like a paprika, that kind of color. Also, but try this first, see how it feels like. It's a really cool jacket. Like it's a very light style.
Oh, nice. It is fun. It looks like a fun number. Oh, it feels great.
You can shoot like have a shot on yourself.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, what is that?
That's a little robot.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a camera.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
And it switches around.
So
There
you
you
can
go.
travel with it. Like,
That is so cool.
Oh, what a jacket. Oof. Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Do you like it? Do you like the cut?
Yeah, it's very slick.
Yeah.
It's very, very slick.
Our menswear is supposed to be very straightforward. So what we wear, you can mix it up really easily without even thinking of it. So if you want to mix like the trousers in here or the shirt in there, you can definitely mix it up without problem.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It gives that very classy gentleman look to it.
It looks like I need to own a classic Ferrari.
Yeah. You're gonna get it one day.
Oh, yes. There you go, man. Nah, this is beautiful. And the cross hatching, I don't know, there's a cross stitching, I don't know what you call it.
There's many names to this. Sometimes it can be called the saber-tooth print or something like that. But it's
Has this reference detail always been there in the clothing?
this one is new to us. It started with this collection.
Oh, with this particular collection, wow.
This collection itself. So it's us. So this is the first collection we ever did with this T-stitching, because this is what the Andriago, which is the guy from Lord Panda, he wants to make it more like a statement, something that people would know if they see this one, and then yeah, it's very subtle detail.
He did his thing. He did his thing with this.
Yeah. So instead of logo, you just look at the details, the trims and stuff like that. You'd be like, oh, okay, I know where's this from.
That is amazing. Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yes. Toona muntu ene ndichazora kuti mnai muri kumunda ndobva ndasvikira muri kumunda. Motoko ndiani ko ari kufudza uko? Ndiani ko uyo ari uko? Muchabva mangoti ndiani ko ari kufudza uko? Ari kufudza ari uko. Kana kuti ndiani ari patractor apo? Ndakapfeka heti yeSunnet. What's up, guys? We are down at the number 10 Manchester Street Hotel, London, Marylebone. Proof of life. Feeling good. How can I not be feeling good? You know? Just a man enjoying his freedom, you know? Why not? But yeah, this is probably one of the things I wanted to do. You know how they have mukbangs? This is a cigar bang. That sounds weird, but yeah, it's called them cigar talks, essentially. You know, got my busted out phone. Trust me, it still closes deals. It doesn't matter how old your phone is, how scraped up it is. Can it or can it not close deals? That's what's important. That's what's important. I say it's been a great day. Yeah, kicked off the day at the FFG Connect event hosted by Dean Forbes. He was interviewing or pretty much asking questions to Tim Amo, another entrepreneur who sold his company quite early on. Yeah, it was a great conversation, a great dialogue, questions springing about, and just vibrations. You know, this is one of the wealthiest black men in the UK, powerless, most influential black man as of last year. It was amazing, and seeing my brothers and sisters, as well as other further people of different races, in the room. But what interested me was when Dean was asking Tim you know, when he asked him like how many black, multi-millionaire black people do you know outside of, entertainment and sports, and in your phone list, like, as in you can call right now. And Tim mentioned one person. He mentioned, I believe his name is Temi, but the founder of Calendly. And I remember reading an article of the founder of Calendly, and the announcement of him becoming a billionaire and so on. And it's like, damn, like, people have these type of people in their phone, in their phones, and just the numbers that were just being sprung about, it just gave you this abundant mindset, And with that being said, guys, like, such an abundant mindset, it's needed, it's required, because when you're thinking here, other people are thinking there, and other people they look up to are thinking over there and there and there. It's just a higher level of thinking. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go back home with such an abundant mindset, coming from there and going straight to, I took a walk down to Mayfair, down to Marybone, to the cigar lounge. There's quite a few cigar lounges in the country, and this is one of the few. During the day, it's very, very quiet. I'll show you guys. Last time I was inside, but today I'm more or less outdoors with it. But yeah, just enjoying the peace of mind. Honestly, it's good for me. I enjoy the peace of mind, the clarity. Why not? But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling grateful, and I'm feeling like, man, we just need to work smarter. We're working hard, but we need to work smarter and even more organized. It's about teamwork, man, and not the product and the service and mean nothing without the team. And it also just, and I went over to Todd's, a really, really nice brand. Okay, it's a real nice old money brand. I didn't step in a laurel, just Todd's. And I was speaking to the sales assistant in there, Moses. Shout out to him, and we're talking about what I do for work, and I was explaining how we clean solar panels, and that was the same thing at the event. And I was just telling people, like, I do boring things. We clean solar panels, But much to everyone's fascination, and Moses, it was like, wow, like, nobody does this, and it's very niche, and you keep on doing this, you keep on practicing. It's gonna go somewhere. It's gonna erupt. So yeah, it basically gave me that reassurance that in as much as I'm in this tie, what I'm saying, and these trousers and stuff, I did that clean with my friends, with my team. I was there. Even on the last day at 1,000 solar panels, I cleaned the last solar panels myself. Okay, by hand. It was tough, but I did it by myself. You can't do that wearing this stuff. I was in workwear, but something needs to be extrapolated. Like, there's just so much value in this, and I just strongly feel like there's so much value in just solar PV operational and maintenance, and there's no telling where it's just gonna go, because I mentioned we're living finance probably once or twice in the conversation, but simply on the fact, and then I had a conversation with my mom about everything, but just talking about how it's just all an ecosystem that just bridges together, insurance, financing, financial management, solar operational and maintenance, cleaning, repairs, maintenance, those solar panels, and just fulfilling a need and fulfilling a solution. So as a founder, as an entrepreneur, that's truly remarkable to hear. It's truly remarkable to hear other people just supporting and just giving you that energy that it can be done, it should be done, and why are you not doing it more and thinking bigger, So yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna try and grab some food after this, because I'm not gonna eat until 5 or so. But I'm gonna try and grab something light, or grab something heavy now and then eat something light later on, because I'm not really trying to have too much to eat, later on. A couple of my friends, a friend of mine was trying to meet up. So yeah, essentially gonna see if I can still fit in the time and get there really, but it's very, very difficult. Like I'm trying to fit all these different things and I still have, work bits to do, not even work bits, like quite an exorbitant amount of work to get across. And if I'm just posting and this and that, but obviously communication and telling people, oh yeah, I'm gonna get back to you and I'm gonna sort this out. So yeah, after this, I'm probably gonna go to the gents and try and just pretty much get this done, this quotation done, and whatever stuff I need to get across to the accountant. So yeah, with that being said, next time you might see me, I might be having food or I don't know, somewhere. So yeah, guys, it was an exceptional day. Learned quite a lot. This is me just having dinner, having some good wine, and yeah, man. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, all of that. See you in the next one, and hopefully I can make it as interesting and keep it as interesting for you guys. But yeah, thank you.